I mean,
Ty Simpson going to the Rams was a shocker. I feel like that's.
I love that phone call. That was That's I'm ready to make history, coach. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
You know. Yeah.
That the Dallas getting them, especially with
that upset me.
The Giants.
That upset me.
Giants had the opportunity to get him. I know a lot of Giants fans are pretty upset about it, and I've heard a lot of them are predicting, if they didn't take it, Dallas would trade up. Sure enough, Cowboys trade up and they get him. And I
paint a picture real quick because I feel like all of us know what this was. If you just close your eyes and think back to a Monday night in week 13, are you guys closed? I'm not looking.
I'm Silver too.
If the CIA comes breaking in here and we're down a cast member next week, you know why.
Wait. All right. I'm kidding. Allegedly.
It's all alleged.
No.
What?
You don't have it.
What?
That's fine.
No, I'm curious.
We'll add it on there.
Well, I guess we'll find out. I'm going to break the news. Yeah. This is I'm kind of upset.
Just break the news now.
Well, episode 34, we're in, we're hot. Nick is upset. You should just tell us what it is.
You guys missed the breaking news that literally next year they're going to expand the March Madness tournament to 70. You
mentioned something about kids, and I was like,
they're children. They're children.
Okay.
Those are kids.
I did see the March Madness thing.
I did not.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I saw the other college news
where
today.
You were going with that.
Drop it. What do you mean? It's breaking news about kids. I don't know how that could, and it's sport. I don't know how else I could describe it.
I knew just based on how you've talked about college sports, just between you and I for years.
Well, that's either high school or college.
9 times out of 10,
50,
it's always
50
it's fair. But
it's always college.
I thought I had the one you were talking about. No, I did not. I did not see that. But that's cool though.
Not really. Not really.
No.
It's stupid. It's already at 70 teams in the first place with the
16.
first 4 and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
No ball. But yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. It's the same tournament that's been there for how many years? The only changes they've made in the last, 2 decades was expanding to the first 4 and last 4.
First and last 4. Wow, I can't talk.
Which is even that to me is it's pushing it. It's pushing it. But if you don't,
even that was kind of unnecessary.
It is. Just pick the teams. This is ridiculous. Why are we changing this up from what it is at a 64 team? So that's the breaking news. I cannot believe you didn't see that.
It just makes me angry because each group was even 1 through 16. It's nice and even.
Yep.
It's clean, and now you make it all messy.
It's going to be monstrosity.
You're throwing in... I guarantee you this is the works of Auburn, by the way. I guarantee it's Bruce Pearl.
Actually,
I guarantee you it's Bruce Pearl and Auburn throwing a fit because we weren't allowed in, even though you're the most disgustingly mediocre program I've ever seen. Would have gotten smoked second round at worst, so dumb.
I have a theory.
No.
Go for it.
It wasn't Auburn. It wasn't the Pearls. It was Mike Krzyzewski to try to bury the lead on his grandson killing somebody. That is the Duke way. That is the Mike
I'll jump on that
Krzyzewski
bandwagon.
way. That's it. Yeah.
Mostly because it's Duke. So
okay.
Yeah,
I'll jump on that.
That's pretty much the only elaboration I need. So that's all I had. I mean, this is taking effect next year, so there's really no other news to discuss about it.
I'm going to say 90-10 Duke, but I still think there's a little bit of Bruce Pearl is such
100%. Yeah, no, he's got to be.
douche.
Yeah, he's got to be in there.
He's got to at least have a little bit.
At least he's open about it, and they asked him about did you?
Yeah, true.
Are you just putting your son in because you want him in? It's
just
it's my son.
every game you're watching, you're just listening to that tool complain about how Auburn wasn't there, and he just glazed the crap out of the SEC.
As if Auburn was some world beater in the first place. Yeah,
you were mediocre in a mid basketball conference. Congratulations.
SEC's gotten better in the last couple of years in his defense, but he had nothing to do with it.
It has, but the Big Ten runs sports now.
Yep.
Respectfully.
Amen. Well, it's a big 34 now at this point.
True.
But
they need to rename it. But point is, if you're playing in the Big Ten, you run sports now.
Yes, sir.
It's over for everybody else.
Yes, sir.
Fair enough.
So that's it. We can go to the first topic then.
Yeah. So I guess So I know I said episode 34 already. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. The NFL draft ended last week. I guess technically Sunday, Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday.
Yeah. So any shockers for you guys?
I mean,
Ty Simpson going to the
was gonna
Rams was
say-
a shocker. I feel like that's
I
the,
love that phone call. That was
that's
I'm ready to make history, coach. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
you know. Yeah, no.
He's dead on the inside.
Yeah.
Sean McVay's totally retiring when Stafford does too. Totally calling it.
Could
you
be.
think?
I saw a theory that he could. I don't know.
He's just so young.
I think he
Otherwise,
could-
I would agree.
I think he could step down. I think he could step down. Take
are
a
we
year
thinking?
off and go
Are we
somewhere
thinking
else.
like a Brad Stevens situation even?
That's also certainly
He,
possible.
like go up to the upper management. Maybe he's so pissed off that the front office got Ty Simpson for him because that's what it looked like. That he's like, you know what? No, next year
Yeah.
or 2 years from now, I'm moving on up. I'm taking all of your jobs. I'm
Need-
coming for all of them.
Need your GM to go, but I mean, I could definitely see him moving up.
Yeah.
So, he is
yeah,
smart
yeah.
enough.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes me feel like it was a little bit of like a publicity thing. I shouldn't say publicity, but like the driving the narrative because they're saying
It's
now
very
that there
LA.
were secret meetings with Ty Simpson.
This is
and
very LA, and I believe that all the way. You know,
What are you saying to drive the media? You're saying his reaction or the pick?
the pick.
everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. You think an NFL team in this day and age
Hold on,
is
let me rephrase.
picking a bad pick for publicity?
No.
LA
That's not,
specifically,
no.
yes.
That's the stupidest thing. It's professional sports people. Like, they are trying to win it, whether we
It's-
care to admit it or not.
It's
Yeah.
That's the end goal.
It's also LA. They
wouldn't
always
just
it's
throw away
always,
a pick,
it's,
though.
It's always about being
Yeah.
themselves. They
Yeah.
always have to be a show.
I don't.
Well, but like really, hold on. Let's think about it. Let's think about
are
it for a minute, though.
Stretch it here.
Hold on, because I definitely misspoke. But let's just paint the picture real quick for the LA Rams, okay? So yes, obviously Matt Stafford's there. Came into the year last year with back injuries. Not sure if he was going to start week 1.
Fake, by the way, fake.
It's possible. It is
I
possible. Fair.
think
fair.
he won MVP. He was about to borderline retire and wins MVP. Fake injury. I'm calling it right now.
Okay.
Fraud.
Okay.
Or
so
old.
I mean,
That is
that's also
plausible.
true. Regardless,
I'm not a fan of it, but
Regardless,
yeah.
that injury was greatly exaggerated
Yeah.
and shady.
Shady.
okay.
Generally speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just thinking about it, then I mean, you could obviously take that. Was it just like an Aaron Rodgers? I'm mad about the pick. I needed an offensive weapon. Where in the offense you really need a weapon at that point? Nakua probably plays week 1.
Yeah.
You've got Devontae Adams. You've got like 5 tight ends who all
Too
just
bad.
seem to commit.
Yeah.
You've got Kyron Williams. You've got the running back from the second.
They could
third year?
have taken a line. They could have taken a guard or a tackle.
Sure. I'm just saying
It's
though.
I just again like anybody that thinks it's like all for show. Not that people are. There's no way a professional organization, especially one in the NFL where picks are so valuable, will just throw it away for publicity. There's no gain on it.
Yeah, no, and
It's the reaction. It's the reaction that
An NBA team would.
Yeah, but different apples and oranges. You know what I mean?
I know this, but an NBA team would.
I would-
Particularly
this is
any
true.
team in LA.
This is probably true.
But-
But well, hey,
I get it.
Apparently, well, it would have to be a certain team in LA because like the Lakers.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be the Clippers.
It's it's
Do we count?
I don't know about
do
you
we
guys,
count
but
them
I am
as LA?
fired up
Yeah.
to be here.
Yeah.
yes.
Steve Ballmer.
I love Steve
Who-
Ballmer.
Is he gonna have a job next year?
He's corny enough.
Well, fair. I don't know with all the scandals and
Pair him up with
allegations.
Jason
If he'll get fired or
Tatum,
not.
man.
It's true. What are the specific scandals?
It was the whole tree company where they were paying players with like fake money, basically.
Yeah, he's gonna have his exact same job next year. He'll continue to own that team for 50 years. This is nothing. That's not
Yeah.
going nowhere. That literally was in one ear, out the other. Nobody
Fair.
still cares about that scandal.
Back
But
to the
it's
draft.
bullshit.
I would say, at least in terms, there's 2 picks for me that I think are not hilarious, but number 1, Jeremiah Love going number 3 was
It was
the talent. The talent deserves
Yeah.
top 10 pick, but in terms of the
Reach.
team that took him,
Reach, I also
Yeah.
somewhat understand it from the aspect of what they went through last year, losing like 16 running backs.
Yeah.
for
but-
sure. Because I mean, if your best guy
I
is
mean-
James Conner, who's only going to play 6 to 8 games per year,
But like
Yeah.
even then, Benson was out. Even
Benson,
their third
DeMarcado.
was out. They lost like 4 running backs in
It's
one
true.
year. It
It's
was
true.
bonkers.
Well, now-
and Jeremiah is debatably one of the most talented guys in the draft. Obviously, taking a running back is
Probably the
is
most
risky.
talented running back since Bijan.
Yes. So
and coincidentally enough,
Yeah.
now Tyler
I don't-
Algier is still going to get the 1-yard rushes.
It's true. That's funny.
yeah, I think that's the only weird part for me is you take Love after signing Agilier. So if they didn't sign him,
Well, let's not.
I think Algier's still a good running back 2 to have. I'd have to look up the contract to see if it was technically worth the amount they gave
now
him.
you have him, Connor, and Love.
Well, let's face it.
Hold on, guys. Let's not overlook what they're trying to do here. That maybe they're looking at the Raiders of last year and all the success they had drafting Ashton Genty, and maybe they're trying to follow their game plan.
Yeah, but at least at that point, I guess they had a quarterback they thought was going to do good.
Who? Gino?
I'm just saying thought.
Yeah.
I'm just saying thought. Okay, I didn't say he
Fire
was going
the whole front office if they're thinking that.
And it's technically Jacoby Brissett, right? Or who is technically the Arizona Cardinals starting quarterback?
Now?
Carson Beck?
Yeah.
Well, they
that's
didn't
a
draft
good
him.
point. That's a good point.
Carson Beck's not winning that. It's between him.
It's got to be Brissett.
It's got to be Brissett. Brissett low-key kind of balled out last year.
Yeah, and it's like...
At least for who he is, he
yeah. And then you sit your rookie, let him learn a little bit, and then Stetson will just be Stetson.
And then you'll still draft a quarterback next year because
Yeah,
Carson Beck blows.
Yeah, and they're going to be drafting top 3. I mean, that's pretty much a given at this point.
We'll get to why
I said, following the Raiders' footsteps.
Well, that might be an issue later on in the episode, which we'll touch on.
Oh, no.
But I think my favorite pick of that first round, and I'm kind of bummed I didn't get to watch a little bit being on call and working, but Ruben Bain falling to 15.
That's
the arms.
That man is going to be a monster. Did you see I shouldn't say it's a highlight, but the draft
His walkout,
reel?
yeah.
He grabs that hat, doesn't care about the number, doesn't care about the hair. I just want to be the best. I'm going to go out there and win. I don't know, man. I think that's
I don't know. I feel like there's a reason he fell, dude. The arms is an intangible. Well, it's tangible actually. It's very tangible. I don't know. You don't necessarily need it, especially when he's as good as he is. But it's like such an anomaly how short those arms are. To me, it's hard to see those kind of anomalous freaks go out there and do like crazy things. I mean, how many? It takes like a Wemby to change that, and we are seeing that right now. But like, how many NBA guys get drafted just for being 7'8",
virtually,
and thin like that, and it's like
virtually none.
Yeah, and it's like, but you take that pick on those players because of like, well, they're 7'10" and they can block any human on earth, but also their entire skeleton might crumple at any given moment. Mm-hmm. Now it's a little different, apples and oranges, but I just feel like when you choose on like anomalies and like ends of the spectrum like that, I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
He followed the right organization.
This is true. That's true.
Tampa,
That's
really,
true.
they know how to develop their linebackers.
That's
They're
true.
a very defensive-focused organization historically. So if, that's why I liked it, is where he landed.
Yeah.
My personal Caleb Downs shouldn't have fallen that far.
Yeah.
The Dallas getting him, especially with
that upset me.
The Giants.
That upset me.
Giants had the opportunity to get him. I know a lot of Giants fans are pretty upset about it. And I've heard a lot of them are predicting, if they didn't take it, Dallas would trade up. Sure enough, Cowboys trade up and they get him. And I think Mike, they took, obviously he's not there anymore, but they took Micah Parsons right around that pick when they got him.
That's true.
And I think Caleb Downs is going to be a real problem. So I think getting him at 11.
I agree. I think he might have been the best player in the draft.
Personally, I would probably agree. I think
it's hard to argue.
And that's a big thing because we talked I shouldn't say last year, but in terms of the last season, we talked a lot about the Micah Parsons fallout and what was happening there on their defense. They took defense in both their first round picks this year. They got the safety in Caleb Downs, but then they also got Malachi Lawrence out of UCF, the edge rusher.
Malachi.
I like
Malachi.
Don't worry about it.
No one's ever been named that. Ever. Not one person.
I know it's Malachi. Anyway. But I'm just saying, I just good on them. I think for trying to fix the hole, which I guess is 1A, 1B though.
Their hole is Dak Prescott.
Well, hold on. Well, let's just hype. You're right, but let's hyper focus.
You
in
leave
on
young
the
Kirk
defense.
Cousins alone. Okay.
Let's hyper focus in on the defense though. Their true problem was Matt Eberflus.
Well, yeah, of course.
I know that because I've had experience. Maybe they didn't need to draft all these guys.
I think that's still not true. Their real problem is Jerry Jones isn't dead.
It's Jerry. Honestly, dude. Did you guys see his presser or whatever where Billy Clinton walked in and he almost died falling off the stage?
I heard about it. I didn't see it.
No.
But
It was your classic old man fall. It was nothing crazy, but it was just the optics of Bill Clinton walking in. He goes, and look at that. That's the president right there, Mr. President. Let's shake hands or whatever. And just like it was the slowest. Like, oh, No. Oh. Before he hits the
flashbacks.
ground.
They did some shady things in a certain island. I guarantee it.
Oh God, they met up. They met up in that island.
Guarantee it.
Are we past like the threshold for where people, or like YouTube will stop watching it? Are we in that segment?
I mean, technically,
let's bring them up.
Probably, but
let's bring them up, Nate.
Yep. All right. I'm not gonna do it. Just in case
I'm not
Brandon.
gonna stop you, but
I won't do it. But we know what we're thinking.
Well,
we know what
now
we're
there's
thinking.
a bit. That man just made the list. All right.
Dude, Jerry's definitely on the list.
Oh,
the only reason,
100%.
dude, guys, we're overthinking this. It has nothing to do with the government. The only reason that there's a bunch of redacted names in that is because of Roger Goodell, and there's a lot of NFL owners on there.
I love that.
That's
100%.
We just connected the dots. I think that's it.
Throw in Adam Silver too.
If the CIA comes breaking in here and we're down a cast member next week, you know why?
Wait,
all right?
I'm kidding. Allegedly.
It's all alleged. It's all. But I mean, so
you getting lit over there? What's going on with that?
a little protein.
How is it?
Protein.
It's really good. It's pretty refreshing.
Come on,
It's-
right. That's right. Bad cut. We keep going.
Do you want to do a sparkling protein?
We'd love to. Do you not? No free ads.
No, it's actually pretty good.
No free ads.
No free
I don't
ads.
like
Do you
it.
want-
No
do you-
free ads.
So no, you don't want to sip because I'm gonna.
Keep going. I'll
All right.
grab a sip later.
Fine. All right. Well, it might be gone.
It won't be.
How do you guys feel about your first round picks? Because I'll get into mine.
I listen.
I like ours.
I'm a big fan of the talented whites, but I have a like cursed memory when it comes to a white safety because I witnessed it in person. Chris Conti about 12 years ago getting absolutely roasted in the secondary by I can't remember who it was. Might have been Randall Cobb. I don't know. Fourth and whatever, just absolutely.
I think that was Randall.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It's like burnt. It's seared into my memory, and for that reason, it kind of took it a little bit back. We drafted a white safety, guys. There's not a lot of those, but did
because
you
of that
guys?
one, yeah.
I know. Did you guys see his swagger and his walkout? And how about that raw athleticism?
We're not
to
going
him?
to talk about our guys. Not necessarily
We can
his
talk
walkout,
about
but
Dylan's
his
family,
clip.
but we won't.
It's true. That's true.
Oh man.
We won't.
We won't.
We won't.
Got a great family.
What's wrong with his family?
Nothing's wrong with his family. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
Shut up.
That's fine.
Nothing's wrong with his family.
Nothing was. Never mind. But anyway, kudos to you guys for getting. He was one of the
Very
guys
athletic
I was
white guy.
interested in. I mean, now that we're
He fell.
technically losing Harrison Smith to retirement, that would have been a nice white safety replacement for the white safety.
Yeah.
But
It's a scary new world that I'm going to be experiencing here with a white man in the back. But
I feel like it's a good 1A, 1B.
Pause. Erase that last sentence. That did not just come out of my mouth.
It's going to be louder
Pause
than
on
ever.
that.
No, it's crazy. I think that I wasn't, it would have gone over my head. I don't think Brandon really
Oh, God.
reacted. I think you would have been fine if you didn't say anything.
Damn it.
You should have kept your mouth
You
shut.
played yourself. I did hear it, but I was
Don't
just trying
clip
to
it.
roll.
But you didn't react. So like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Exciting whites in the back.
Let's go.
It's only getting worse.
Oh,
Only getting worse.
He's either going to go down as like one of the greatest safeties of all time, or he's going to be a bum, and we'll know within like 2 years.
Sure.
That's the beauty of drafting a white secondary. Just saying.
Yeah.
You know right away.
Well, I'm glad you guys you're stoked. You're somewhat.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, but that was
there's-
round one.
Correct.
We didn't. Are we going into the whole draft?
We can.
Well,
we can.
I'm not necessarily gonna go that far, but my second round pick's my favorite for what we did.
Go for it.
Who did you guys pick in second?
ILL baby, Gabe Jenkins
that's
jumped up.
That's it.
Jumped up for our first two picks, which is thrilling to do. But this one in particular needed an edge rusher, and this guy, I'm telling you,
He was
watching
a
him,
stud.
Gabe,
He
Gabe,
was a stud.
Gabe is a stud, and I'm very excited to have him. So I think that was always the play. I had that in the back of my mind. It's like he's projected to go second round. Let's get a guy to shove him over the right tackle whenever Morgan Moses retires.
Now here's a guy.
Here's a guy.
I don't know, Jim. I don't know. But yeah, I was thrilled with that pick, and the rest of the draft is kind of meh. But I was like, I don't care. We got
Yeah.
Jacobs. We got our right tackle of the future. I think that's all that mattered. And day 3 was, we had no distractions.
Yep.
So.
Me.
Although, hey, that horny gel was very quick. Okay, he's already back with the team. That was going to be one of the last things I talked about for the NFL.
I saw there's someone posted that he was like out in Utah or whatever.
Wasn't it
Yeah, and he's
counseling or
shopping
something?
for his
he was
wife,
at a
basically.
shop,
He's going to get her a sweatshirt.
I was like, brother, come on.
Listen, we can sit there and talk about like people getting off easy. I don't know that there's ever been somebody that's gotten off so easy.
And
when I say gotten off, not that like
here's the thing.
And more
Yeah.
keeps coming.
Part of it,
Yeah.
he's getting off easy because
it is like there's
who
no
his
crime.
owner is
Yeah.
in particular too.
There are
I
some
know
rumors, though,
most
Nate.
NFL owners are shady, but let's be honest, Robert Kraft is not the finest one in the bunch.
There are some rumors, though, that I've been seeing that the Patriots were anticipating him to step down, and Mike Tomlin was eyed to be
Here's
the
the
replacement.
thing. They were anticipating him. They didn't necessarily want him to step
course,
down,
of
but they
course.
thought because
hence
they thought
anticipate.
Vrabel was going to be a family guy, and
So-
clearly he knows ball and says, "Screw them kids."
Yeah. Is it? Are we just like? Was the conversation in Gillette like when he walked in like, so Mike, what are we gonna do about this? And like the expectation was resign, and he just said, I'm thinking go to Utah.
So I don't know.
I'm thinking Utah. That's the.
I forgot what the show.
And they were just like, you did take us to a Super Bowl last year. Okay.
I forgot what the show is or the movie is called on Netflix. It's like the Ballards of something, but it's the scene.
Buster Scruggs.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
And it's a scene where the guy's like upset about he's about to die. And
First time?
And it's like
First time,
that
yeah.
Robert Kraft goes to Vrabel's like first time, huh?
Yeah.
That's how that conversation went.
That's it.
Okay.
I love that. And then it was like, Utah? I guess Utah. Yeah, that works.
Definitely some PR, some.
I mean,
Listen.
hey, you drafted your tackle out of Utah, so maybe
For
I
for as
don't know.
much
I don't
as
know.
much like hatred and like pessimism the Patriots instill to the world and like all that, you gotta commend them for putting the most important thing first, and that is the sport.
Darn right.
Whatever it
Screw
takes
them
to
kids.
win. Whatever it takes to win. We don't care what families we leave in the gutters.
Part of the
We
Patriot-
don't care what
part of the Patriot way. Abandon
salon
your family.
parlors go bankrupt because of us. They probably actually gained a lot of notoriety.
Although-
let's just who's to say?
They should probably.
Allegedly.
They should probably be a little bit thankful that Rossini got busted because I did see. Did you see the Spotify playlist that was shared
Oh
in
my God,
2022?
yeah.
Which, by the
What
way,
are we doing?
By the way, the week that was shared was also the week. I forget. It was
That was a
2022.
committed relationship.
There was a 4-game losing streak the Titans went on. Coincidentally, at the same time that they shared that
And
playlist.
I would say it certainly would explain a lot why he got canned. To be honest,
And to double down.
That actually
gotta wonder how
interesting.
much.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
owner really-
interesting.
He had to double down on it. That playlist no longer exists since those reports came out. So she clearly went and deleted
It's
it.
gonna exist again.
I'm just saying. I mean,
It's just
the pictures will
private.
never
It's
go
just
away.
private. It never didn't exist. It's just private now.
Oh,
They
there's-
didn't realize it needed to be private. Dude, that is no longer just like a cheating scandal or an affair. That's a fully committed relationship. Like,
Yeah.
they've been just together for a decade, it seems.
What would it be like? Did we talk about this last week that her son's name is also
Yes,
Mike?
yes.
That's insane.
And did you see her tweet about it? Like when her son was born?
Oh,
We
yeah,
certainly
yeah,
talked
yeah.
about this. So like, well, it's a repeat from last week. But just to reiterate, she said, like, looking at my son Michael, my newborn son Michael, it makes me wonder, who was the greatest Mike who ever played in the NFL or
Yeah,
coached?
yeah.
And it's like,
yeah, played and coached.
that's
yeah.
weird that you added that last part in there about coaching. Why did you do that?
Just to say or and.
I think and.
Then
I'd have to pull it up, but it's
Either or.
Yeah.
if it was or, then I was like, okay, you
I
could
don't
branch out a
know,
little-
though.
You could branch out a little bit, but because she said and, that's very.
It's just interesting.
Very
it's just,
odd.
It's very Brian Windhorse fingers. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Now, what does this mean?
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
That's a great meme. I'm just disappointed in Vrabel in the sense. What do you even see in her, to be honest, man? So I mean,
Italian. I like a good Italian.
that's the only connection he's got. Like, come on, bro.
I mean,
Lock it.
yeah.
If you're really gonna do that, at least
Tits.
leave your wife first. I don't
She's
know.
got a nice set.
Not-
calling a spade here, boys.
Oh my!
We're trying to
turn
figure
it-
out
I'll
why
turn it.
he would damage his family. I'm sorry.
Look,
Tits.
I got to give Gerard Mayo some credit here now.
It's fair. He's finally earned his respect in New England.
He really has.
Just took a major
Just
scandal.
straight trash at coaching. No scandals.
But a nice guy.
Nice guy. Straight up awful at his job.
Horrible at his job.
Horrible.
But he was
But
committed.
a really nice guy. Committed
Really,
man.
yeah.
A committed man.
He is actually a
faithful
family man. So good for you, Gerard.
Dude, honestly, it's hard to
Is that
believe
what it
that,
takes?
like, yeah, that's a good point.
Honestly, if you're a committed coach, are you
Yeah, that's a good point.
constantly losing?
No,
Do you have-
that's
do
a
you have
great
to
point.
dabble in the sin a little bit to get where you need to go.
I think it's a
You have
red
to dance
flag
with
if
the
you're a
devil.
front office and you see, like, that should be one of the first questions, like, how's your family relationship?
Have you ever gone to therapy?
That's gonna change.
Because if it's great, you're out. It's not going to work for us. We need some estranged, like
Now we got to
couples
wonder
here.
about that Seahawks coach. Why did they get so successful so quick? And
That's a good point.
That's a
good point.
we need to do a study.
We need
on
to do a
this.
deep dive.
How
How many Super Bowls have divorced men won versus?
Probably all of them. I'm gonna be honest.
well, divorced,
I'm gonna-
divorced
I'm-
prior, divorced after.
Prior, I would say, but
Still all of them.
It's still pretty much all of them,
I
yeah.
don't. I
I
don't
guess-
think it changes
I don't,
the number.
yeah, I think it's pretty much every single. coach.
Maybe like the first.
George Hallis might have been the only one
Yeah.
that's clean.
Uh,
I won't go into Vince Lombardi, but he's back then. It was probably way more taboo.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's like a prerequisite.
Yeah,
File the
100.
paperwork the second you get your ring. Like just get it on standby.
Well, let's just clear through. So the Vikings obviously took Caleb Banks at number 18.
He says obviously. Go on.
I was going to
It's the
say
Vikings
because
at
this
18.
is the first draft or the only team I guess in the draft right now that did not draft with a real GM. So
It's a good point.
yeah,
They don't have one right now, do
no,
they?
technically not. We
Are
have
they
a
going to
fill-in.
run that throughout the year? Or?
No, because I think we're still actively looking right now. The plan
Oh,
was just
no.
to the draft. Which, by the way, Caleb Banks is a Vikings fan. There's a lot of people who are like, what are we doing? What's going on? This is whatever. But all things considered, I think it's a pretty okay pick for the fact that we just cut all of our defensive tackles and we're like,
He's a good player.
You could have traded down and gotten him. That's what
Yeah.
I would have done.
Well, but it makes you wonder how far.
understand.
It's a risk.
I mean, sounded like he was projected to go mid-second minimum from my
there.
understanding.
Yes, there were people who were saying
So-
that they reached and everything, but
But it wasn't Cole Strange reach.
the one,
so-
the two ropes that I'll hold on to is one, the comparison to him and Chris Jones, and two, the fact that Brian Flores is our defensive coordinator. And
that's
say,
not good. He's gonna go off sides in an NFC Championship game.
But we're not there yet, okay? We're not there yet. So we don't have to worry about that right now. The only thing that you got to worry about is that broken foot that he broke twice last year.
I was about to say he fell. I thought he was supposed to go pretty mid first round. If
People
not
were
early
saying
first
if he
round.
was full
But
healthy,
it was
he would have been a
it was
top
the
10 pick.
foot, yeah. So I mean, it's that to me is one of those injuries where it's like I doubt that will plague you long term.
Well, and that's the big one because so he broke it against LSU last year.
Better foot than the knee. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yes. And the reason he broke it during the combine, if you knew that that's the second time he broke
Yep.
it, was because he was wearing sprinter cleats to try to get a better 40 time. And he's on record saying, I had on some little skill cleats, some cleats that I shouldn't have had on running a 40 at 330 pounds. Fair enough. It's good. I
Yeah.
guess 50-50 hindsight's there.
Yeah.
Good on him. But we'll see.
Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Play good.
The only
That's all
other
that
big
matters.
thing is we traded Jonathan Greenard, which
Yeah,
everyone
it was-
knew was going to happen. It was already explained prior to the draft. However that news got out is beyond me. It wasn't Diana Rossini. That's all I know.
Tough.
But we got 2 third-round picks, one at number 98, which we took safety, Jakobe Thomas from Miami, and another third-rounder next year. And Greenard and the Eagles have already reached an agreement on a 4-year, $100 million extension that includes $50 million guaranteed. We would not have paid that. So
I don't blame you.
I'm almost kind of, you know what? Hey, we probably could have gotten some better picks maybe a few weeks ago, but
I wonder how the Eagles are. How can they afford that?
You gotta wonder.
I wonder.
Fucking
And they
Howie.
drafted a receiver.
That's Howie.
yeah.
I wonder. They're surely done this offseason, right?
But I get what you're doing, but like I thought it was already kind of declared it was happening.
I'm
So
gonna
like,
say technically, It's not done until it's done.
This is true. This is very true.
It's technically
Gotta
not
pass
done.
the physical.
Where's the body?
What? Not even that. I mean, there could be somehow a fallout.
It's true. But guys, after this off season, we gotta always remember it's all about the physical. You don't pass the physical, that's it.
That's a good point.
AJ Brown's going to do his best to pass the physical. I guarantee.
Who knows? Who knows?
He wants to be with Vrabes.
You think?
Yeah.
You think a reunion from
I think
AJ Brown doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that wants to reunion with any coach.
I think Vrabes is different.
I don't think
true.
AJ Brown had an issue in Tennessee though prior to leaving.
That we
I mean,
knew of, but it's Tennessee.
Yeah.
How much notoriety is coming out of Tennessee?
The reason he wanted to be traded from Tennessee is because they wouldn't pay him.
Yeah.
That was the only reason.
Yeah.
He didn't have any.
and that had nothing to do with the coach. That had everything to do with front
Yeah.
office.
I understand. I'm just.
now his issues are his stupid team won't get him the ball.
I guess my only.
And that-
Here's my argument. Diva wide receiver. Usually not the kind of guy that's like, yeah, I want to have a reunion with
Yeah,
my
I
old coach.
understand.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
I feel like it's like, I want to go here because of the weather. I want to go here because of the money. I want to do this because of something totally unrelated to football. That's
Yeah,
a diva
yeah,
wide receiver.
yeah.
And call me crazy, but I would kind of categorize A.J. Brown as a crazy or diva wide receiver.
No,
We'll see. I mean, I think we'll see.
You're not
as-
crazy for that.
Yeah, we'll see as the year goes on.
But let's not get it twisted. You need to have a diva wide receiver. That's like, diva wide receivers are like top of the class. So, kudos.
Fair.
He's gonna flourish.
Yeah, we'll see how those picks go. The last NFL news I had, other than Vrabel, which you already hit on, was a story that Nate wanted to talk about. And if we could just paint a picture real quick, because I feel like all of us know what this was. If you just close your eyes and think back to a Monday night in
Close
week
your eyes.
13. Are you guys closed? I'm not looking. Okay, okay. There was an embarrassing play. A play that was coined, meaned, everything else somehow still existing. Giants kicker Younghoe Koo, Charlie Brown whiffed. Hey, can you bring that back at least?
I was listening to your story. Go
You're
on.
lucky I heard you bring it
I'm
back.
gassed.
Bring it back and close your eyes.
It's pretty
bring
good,
it back
though.
and close
It's
your eyes.
pretty
I know. I
good.
told
No
you.
No free ads.
I told you. Bring it back and then close your eyes. Stop it.
That's like 2 grams of protein.
I know. I'm not. I'm gonna have to make up for that.
No, you don't count macros.
I did. Close your eyes.
Closing my eyes.
They're
Hold on to
closed.
this fucking thing. All right. Now imagine if that horrible kick saved your life.
Wait, where are we at in the story?
Now open your
I know
eyes.
I said I was listening, but
Yeah.
I was really just stealing your
So
water.
Younghoe Koo,
Yeah.
you know, the botch.
Yes,
the botch
okay,
kick.
okay.
That's where he's at, and he's now saying, "Imagine that play was so bad it saved somebody's life."
Well, your life, but
What? Okay. Introduce this story.
okay. So yeah, week 13, Monday night against the Patriots. There was a 59-year-old man in Kentucky by the name of Mark Toothaker.
That's a fake guy.
Typical
Oh,
day,
100%.
typical
It's
day,
still a
right?
great story.
Goes to work, goes to the gym, comes home, ready for Monday Night Football, and watching with his wife, who is coincidentally a nurse. The kicker, Younghoe Koo, whiffed on the field goal that was reminiscent of Charlie Brown and Lucy from the Peanuts. He rewinded that several times, and apparently he laughed so hard it caused a seizure. His wife, being the nurse, called 911 knowing that it was serious. They take him, they do a CT scan, and find out he has, where'd it go? A
Brain
tennis
tumor.
ball-sized tumor on the left side of his brain.
Oh.
Yes. It was surgically removed and turned out to be a benign tumor. He was home by the end of the week with no lasting damage.
Well then.
It is not where you think it was gonna go.
Well then. That is.
Wild.
I mean, kudos.
Shout out to Younghoe. You were so buns.
It was good.
Did he openly say, like, you know what, as bad as it was, at least I saved somebody's life? Or was this just like somebody made this story and
Someone-
he's like, he hasn't commented on it yet?
Not
He
that I
hasn't
know of.
commented on it?
Not that I know of.
I thought he was the one saying, like, yeah, well, I know it was the worst miss of all time, but save somebody's
No,
life. Forget
no.
about it. Which that would have been cool.
But now he has
objectively.
a redemption arc. for
That's
that.
my
Very
point.
fair
It's like,
point.
that could have been his rebuttal anytime somebody
No.
save somebody. Sorry.
No.
Okay, you wanted that man to die?
It was the worst kick attempt ever. But how many people did I save?
Yeah.
How many people did Mark Sanchez save on the butt fumble? Checkmate.
That probably killed like several thousand New Yorkers. What are we talking about?
That's a good point.
That could have killed a lot of.
It was one of the
Jets
worst.
fans.
It was one of the worst New York tragedies of all time.
It's
Post 2005.
I might just say of all time.
I'm going all time.
It's hard to correlate it per se, but yeah.
Okay. So obviously, we a lot of the reports that I saw where the story came out are, I think, no longer on social media, but we're going to say it's still real to us, damn it.
Yeah, dude, I love that.
I'm going to believe it until it's fully proven.
Okay, this is one of those stories that just, it doesn't hurt to believe it, even if it's, this is a real story, period.
Yeah.
I agree.
And you know what? If you're one of those people that's like cynical enough that they're going to go out and dig into this and try to figure it out if it is real, shame on you. Shame on you.
Seriously.
Let the people enjoy this
If it's
feel-good
fake,
story.
it's a creative freaking story.
If it's fake, Younghoe Koo is probably gonna off himself.
Let people embrace knowing
He just had his redemption. It's gone.
It's taken away.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
Probably not.
I'm just saying, yeah. Let us enjoy a story about a kicker saving someone's life. Let us enjoy a story about an NFL reporter saving people from a car accident.
That brings up not the car accident thing, but the kicker. How many, what do you think the kill death ratio is for kickers or killed saved?
Wait.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Wait.
All-time kickers, how many people have died from a heart attack or a stroke while watching them miss field goals in game?
1 million to 1.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure Younghoe's the first one ever to save
That's
somebody.
my point. All time, we're talking all time. Kickers are bad.
But
Evil.
How are we knowing on the death certificate that the kick caused whatever was happening?
Okay.
We're never going to know that story
you're
because
right,
you
you're
can't.
right. But there is at least one example of a man having a seizure with his wife watching it because of a kick. And there's probably many hundreds of wives who have been watching the game with their significant other, and he just croaks while he's freaking out because
broken heart or
I'm going to say Cody Parkey double doinks. That certainly killed Chicagoans. I know it.
You're 100% right.
Yeah, kickers all time might have the most deaths to account for.
Out of any athlete ever?
Yeah.
Probably.
They're not directly responsible, don't get me wrong, but you can correlate missed field goals with
what
heart
position
attacks.
would be number 2 now?
Probably quarterback.
You think quarterback?
Most likely, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think the most influential positions.
What about relief pitcher?
Oh, I didn't even think other sport. I didn't even think other sport. You're probably spot on with that.
I would think a closer really making or breaking it.
I think it's kicker and then closer and then a long
quarterback is really close too, though.
It is.
Or starting pitcher at that argument.
I would say that's not as impactful because if they have a bad day, I mean it's over.
And
whereas a closer having a bad day, you come in to finish a game.
Exactly. That's the same concept as a kicker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you're coming in to finish the game.
I don't blame a quarterback for driving down the field and setting up a kicker for a chance, but I certainly blame the kicker for missing it.
100%.
I would also blame the quarterback for throwing an interception on that scenario, but that happens a lot less. So it's 1A, 1B in my opinion, and that was a good pull. The reliever, I didn't think about that.
Thank you.
Fair. Well, I guess speaking of baseball, there was one thing I was going to talk
transition.
about. At this point, kind of irrelevant. I think the Guardians lost today, but the Cleveland Guardians called up number 1 pick from 2024, Travis Bazzana.
Who?
Italian? Are they Italian?
Australian.
Oh, never mind.
Australian.
That was my next guess.
I was going to say, are the Italians just stealing our pastime?
Prior to being called up, yet
I don't hate it, but
a .287 batting average, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 8 stolen bases in 24 games. He also had a 13-game hit streak, or reached base safely in 13 games.
Wow.
I think they lost today. Kind of spoiled. Sorry.
Right. Unfortunately for him, that's too much to know about him. What ice cream did Shohei Ohtani eat today?
that's what we should be asking them. Of
course.
Yeah.
That's
the important
By
stuff.
the way, did you guys see that he's trying to get a Cy Young this year? And I wasn't even going to talk
what does
about
that
this.
even mean?
I wasn't
That's
even going
fine.
to talk about this today.
What does that even
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Hold on.
When they come to Chicago, I'll run the field and I'll drop kick them.
Is that
Yeah.
saying a
I'm gonna take them out.
Like, what's the point in playing if you're not trying to play to the upper limits of the sport? Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
On this. I'm going to play average.
I'm going to play mediocre. Your objective should always be to win the big one. Always.
Yeah. I'm going to come in. I'll come in next week and talk more about it. And I want to look at some of the things.
Stupidest quote ever.
But I noticed, obviously, they're talking about him wanting to put more awards, everything else in his cabinet, and Cy Young's next on his list. I'm going to have to go through and see when he started and who he's pitched against this year, because I saw today he pitched, and he's 2-0 on the season with a 0.38 ERA. Now, that might balloon to a 2 at some point, but it makes me wonder with the pitching staff.
And he'll balloon to another Tommy John. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But if he stays healthy the year, it makes me wonder if LA is just going to throw him on the teams and the correct lineup.
Yes.
It's going to be the worst.
Of course.
Yes. Yes, that shouldn't be a question. Of course.
It should just be based on rotation, is what I'm saying.
No, and everybody in America outside of the Dodgers would agree with you. But it's the Dodgers. They absolutely are going to put him up against softball lineups.
Yep.
And he's going to end the season like 12-0 with like maybe 4 no contests. No
quite an allegation. Yeah.
And throwing like 1.4. That'll be his stat line. And he'll win the Cy Young.
Don't worry. I'm taking him out.
And yeah. Okay.
I'm running the field.
You heard it here first.
I'll support you.
Yeah.
I'll support you.
I'll get banned.
I'll bail you out.
Thank you.
I will.
Okay. I don't know if I'll have the money, but I mean,
We'll pull it together. We'll start a GoFundMe.
I'll give you my credit card.
Yeah. Also, think of the notoriety. Spray paint your body. I mean, don't strip naked.
Hold on.
Paint your back like the pod. You know what I mean? Get some notoriety out of this.
Make a QR code.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, they haven't done that yet. That is actually a brilliant idea. Wow. Streakers with a giant QR code on their back.
That's
Did we just come up with something?
That's actually hilarious.
It is hilarious. The only problem is that like every broadcast has now gotten wise enough to know not to put them on TV. So might not fulfill the objective outside of the stands.
I don't know.
But
they might still do it if Kevin Harlan's commentating.
I think it would be such a phenomenon that people on the sidelines would be like, "Oh, okay, let's zoom in and take a picture."
Might have been one of the most boring Super Bowls of all time.
It's true.
But that was a top 10 commentating moment of all time.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Phenomenal. So if there's another guy running onto the field and Kevin Harlan's there, I think they're going to do it.
How long until like the NFL comes out and says like, you can't even talk about it anymore? We don't show it on TV. Now you can't even talk about it in the booth anymore.
The next time he tries to do it.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's already been banned. I guarantee they've already said no. This is all like
it may have already been banned, and Kevin Harlan just doesn't care. That was such a beautiful moment. Because Kevin Harlan's the GOAT.
Was he also the one calling the Patriots-Bills game when the fan catches the ball in the stands or whatever and runs out and he starts like commentating that as well?
Wait, I think that was the Ravens.
That might have...
It was a Ravens game.
No, he did.
I don't think so.
He did. It was 49ers Rams. I know there was another one where they ran on the field.
It might have been Mike Tirico actually that I'm thinking about.
But I'm almost certain. Mike Tirico did something.
I was gonna say
another.
I'm almost positive it was like the Patriots coming out game against the Bills. You know what I mean? You know which game I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, yes. I just don't remember.
On Monday Night Football or something like that.
I just don't remember the.
I remember like him, like he's like, oh, and he's running up the stands. He's into the concourse, and down he goes. And it was like, it was awesome. They need to just start doing that.
Yeah.
Either way, even if that's not a pool, I'm sure we can reference the Ravens one here. But either way, love that.
Fair.
Love that.
Last but not least, we've got gambling news. We've got a lot of gambling news.
Of course,
that guy bad.
Well.
Kid, he's a child.
That'll be the last story we'll get on because I think that's very important to Nick. But we've got other stories that have had updates that we've talked about several times here at the Ball Boys headquarters.
It's not the Chauncey Billups one, right?
Well, it's kind of stemming from it.
All right. Go on.
All right. He just doesn't care. So,
I just don't know the story.
Federal prosecutors are still trying to nail Terry Rozier for his betting scandal. By the way, and I don't know if you were here because I think it may have been just Nick and I, and then the first time it was Nate and I when we went on like the 40-minute tangent. Terry Rozier was paid in full in his contract. They allowed him to be paid the $20 million he was owed. Well, now Assistant U.S. Attorney Caitlin Farrell said in court in New York City that the government expects to file superseding charges of sports bribery and honest services wire fraud against Rozier by mid-May. Let me see. Let me go farther. He was initially charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering stemming from the investigation in 2023. Apparently, they had a hearing Monday, and it was to address Rozier's motion to dismiss initial charges, but the oral arguments were overshadowed by the revelation of a potential superseding indictment. The judge did not rule to motion or dismiss. So we'll see what happens mid-May for Mr. Rozier. We'll see. There's no way. There's no way the man's innocent. Okay? But
Still not even sure what he did, but yeah.
he was one of the people.
I understand. You could give me the story 10 different
Played
ways.
basketball.
Yeah.
Made bet during basketball.
I just,
And then
was
counted-
caught making bet during basketball.
And then was caught counting money at his house for the bet placed.
that part doesn't make sense to me.
It's no.
No, describe it better.
Hold on, let me go back to episode
Or
15's
explain it
notes.
better.
Let me go back to
Or,
episode
yeah, okay.
15.
It's not important. It's really not important. It's, just,
Yeah.
it's Terry Rozier. The second that you say his name, I'm always like, just still shocked that he isn't like 50 years old.
I think.
Honestly,
I
same.
think
can't.
he came
he's
into the
not.
league.
I
He's
thought he
not-
retired 10 years ago,
You're
dude.
thinking about Terrence Ross, which
No, I
happened
am not.
5 episodes ago.
I am not.
Terrence
anyway.
Ross is still playing.
No,
See?
no, no.
I
Nate
just,
gets it.
The second, it's fine. It's fine. It will just. The second one is my personal favorite of the whole scandal investigation. D. Jones. Remember the D. Jones conversation?
I'll be honest, no.
Well, he officially pleaded guilty after saying he did nothing. So, former NBA player and assistant coach Damon Jones became the first person to plead guilty today in a gambling sweep that led to the arrests of more than 30
Womp womp.
people, including
Womp womp.
reported mobsters and other basketball figures.
Ed is a womp womp.
So, just to go back and I have it. The report from October of 25 was that David McMenamin of ESPN said that assistant coach Damon Jones was arrested that Thursday in October amid charges that he allegedly disclosed privileged injury information about LeBron James to facilitate illegal sports betting. The federal indictment alleges that before a Lakers game against the Bucks on February 9th of 2023, Damon Jones texted a co-conspirator to get a big bet on Milwaukee tonight. And then it's going on to state that LeBron James was going to be out that night. Following, he adds another text saying, "Bet enough so D. Jones can eat too now."
Yeah, guilty. But
Yeah.
kind of unimportant.
He acknowledged that his actions violated the
Womp
NBA's
womp.
code of
Yeah.
conduct
Womp
and
womp.
the terms of service on sports betting websites. And he's on record now saying, "I would like to sincerely apologize
Oh,
to
this
the
a big
court,
womp womp.
my
If you
family,
sincerely
my
apologize-
players, and the NBA."
If you sincerely
He
apologize, that is
he
a
apologized.
womp womp.
He didn't mean it.
Yeah,
It was an accident.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Oopsie. Sorry.
Last but not least, the big one that happened today.
Yes.
It's gonna be a big problem.
Texas
That kind of
Tech.
plays in. Yeah, Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby. He's under investigation.
He's guilty.
Now, yeah, of course.
Guilty
Of course.
Yeah.
He's guilty.
He was projected to be a top pick. Some are saying number 1 overall next year.
No.
That, see, I read
Stretch.
that and I was just like,
I'm just,
That's,
did we
I
get
also
this
put
from?
my windy
I'm just
fingers
saying-
up and I
Because
said,
I'm just
playing
saying.
at
this is not
Texas
true.
Tech.
People get enamored with Texas Tech only because Pat Mahomes once went there.
Thank you.
That's it. And everybody thinks like, oh my
Look,
God, any TV that comes out of there
I'll
is
say
gotta
I'm
be
kind of
God.
enamored by them because ACU that one year stole like 8 of their players and went on a magical run, and we stole their quarterback and like 5 other
Fair
guys.
enough.
So
Fair enough.
I am blessed in that regard.
Fair enough.
But nonetheless, Texas Tech, even having Patrick Mahomes, they went 5 and friggin' 7.
I know. He would have been maybe a second rounder. Maybe.
I think he was
So,
wildly overhyped.
at least in this article.
Yeah, yes.
But I understand why they're doing it. You drive more eyeballs to the article. If
Yeah.
he's just some like random no-namer in college, it doesn't do the same as like
Exactly. That's why
potential
our guys.
future.
That's why our guys
first
don't
overall.
matter.
Yeah, seriously.
There's 2 big ones
be honest.
for me on this one that I think are kind of interesting. Number 1, are they playing PR because he's now already admitted into a gambling addiction center to be treated for his addiction?
Bad PR.
Okay. Number 2, this is his last season of eligibility. Will he play this year?
No, he shouldn't.
What? Okay. Bad PR
Or will
is
he
the
ever
first
play again?
answer.
Will he ever
This-
play again?
And bad question on the second one because he
I'm
will
sorry.
never
Here's
play
my
another
thing.
snap ever.
if Terry Rozier and all these guys are going to freaking prison and lose it bajillions of dollars for what they did, why should it be any different for this guy?
I'll do.
You're 20 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, why would he get any possibility of getting to play when Big D McGee over here might have to spend 25 to life?
Pause.
D Jones.
How do you know it's big? No,
We only said big.
Exciting whites in the
I got me
back.
saying it.
Exciting whites in the back.
So my take on it is like, this is no different than Pete Rose. Pete Rose literally had to die just to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that is crazy.
He was the most deserving of anybody outside of maybe Barry Bonds. So it's like, not only will this guy never play another college snap, this guy will never play another snap of any competitive football again. Mm-hmm. There's no way. Like, again, Pete Rose, he did a whoopsie daisy. Kicked out of the league, and then not only kicked out of the league, like, your name will never go down in history. That's how that's how bad it is. Mm-hmm. So I don't. There's no way.
The only reason why Pete might not be the best example is because MLB voters are
That's true. That is true. That is
very
true.
traditionalist, and they're far more stubborn than other voters. Nonetheless, there's still going to be enough of guys that are just like, no way, we're going to let this kid play again. I think we shouldn't even entertain the idea.
Yeah.
If you're guilty, if you're going to set the standard that Terry Rozier should go to prison for years for what he did, I mean, I'm sure what the Texas Tech guy did probably wasn't as significant, but he should still get jail time. Yeah. If he's getting jail time, you're done. You're not going back to play another snap. At least not in college. Get ready to learn indoor football leagues, buddy.
I didn't even realize sports betting was legal in Texas.
Well, he played at Indiana first, and then he played at Cincinnati.
Yeah, I know, that's why. Yeah,
that's clarifying. I know you wanted us to know about it.
At any rate, like, don't admit him to a Gamblers Anonymous course or whatever. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. You're just admitting guilt. We can work our way out of this.
100%.
PR 101 is never admit guilt.
Worst agent of all time.
Yeah, it's just deny.
Plausibility.
Yeah. Yeah, he's guilty though.
Yeah,
a lot of evidence against it.
If you're going to Gamblers Anonymous,
a lot of evidence against
you're fried.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sad story. Not that sad because he's already probably made, I'm guessing, $1 million in his career, even though his career technically hasn't started. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's the way it goes, huh?
Maybe not $1 million, but you get my D1 quarterbacks over the last 3 years. I would guarantee if you average it across every Division I school, I bet the starting quarterbacks are probably averaging over a 4-year period somewhere in the neighborhood of $250,000 in total NIL money across all D1. Now, if you're on the upper echelon, that number's well higher.
Yeah.
I bet this kid probably earned through 3 years, 2.5, whatever, of collegiate ball, probably $500,000 minimally.
It's a really
he
good
probably
question.
made a little bit more just because he went to a Big Ten school.
Well, and also he was gambling, so he probably made double that because he knew that
it was probably all of his Indiana money that he got.
So in that case, he either has nothing to his name or everything.
A whole lot.
Depends on how much he was gambling. Oh, yeah, he's guilty. Throw him under the jail.
Under it?
Yep. You never heard that expression?
Okay. Who's that?
Spooky.
Is my phone plugged in? Should be.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's still on.
It's dead.
Weird.
It's dead.
It's not. I can see it. Anyway,
it's dead.
Well, we'll hit on the last positive real quick, and then
there's no
we'll
positive.
See you guys later.
It's dead.
So anyway, we got another NBA award. And to some, it wasn't necessarily a shocker, but to me, the statistics were Cooper Flagg wins Rookie of the Year.
I knew where this was going. This was never not going to be a topic. Tell them about the cards.
I'm not talking about the cards.
Tell them about the cards.
I'm talking about the results of it. And to me, it was interesting because even as someone who follows the Hornets, I knew Khan wasn't going to win Rookie of the Year. But Cooper finished with 56 first-place votes, and Khan finished with 44. That was a lot closer than I thought it was.
I don't know, man. People recognize the success Khan had with his team, man.
Absolutely.
It made it a lot more, because for me, I believed towards the end Cooper would pull it off, but like it was like starting mid-March, Khan was still favored.
I was gonna say don't forget how good of a first half you had.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
I think
Not you, but.
Honestly, it could have been a little bit different if Cooper didn't go 51 than 45.
It's true.
Yeah.
If he didn't have those 2 games, because I think before those 2 games, Khan might have still been favored ever so slightly. So I really think those 2 games probably won it for Cooper.
Yeah.
And also probably convinced people the fact that, again, Cooper's team is atrocious. Khan's isn't spectacular, but it's a lot more manageable for a guy in his position to help his team win games.
Have we, I don't, you guys know a lot more basket than I do, but has there ever been, 2 college teammates that have had basically all of the Rookie of the Year votes like this? I can't recall.
Oh, God.
I'm sure there has been, but, these 2 guys were on a college team together last year and didn't win the big one.
Yeah.
Let's not overlook that.
Not only that, really choked it big time. Against Houston. That was a.
Do not let
crazy.
Duke get away with that one. Don't. They're getting off easy. They're getting off easy.
I feel like
people need to remember.
I feel like that UConn one was worse. I feel like that choke job was worse.
It was a worse choke game. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But the team last year was this is the greatest team ever assembled.
I also believe they played a better team. I think last year's Houston takes down this year's UConn
100%.
Personally.
100%.
So
that's not even a debate.
Part of the reason why I say that this year's choke job was worse, but no doubt the team the year before they were the overwhelming favorite to win. This year they clearly
these are the last 2
weren't.
Duke teams last year and this year are the only teams that have ever, I forget what the number is, but finished top 10 in efficiency on offense, top 10 in efficiency on defense, and not won the NCAA tournament.
It gives me a little bit of copium.
They've done it twice. It's crazy.
Considering Illinois' second all time in tournament wins without a natty, I'll take it. It hurts.
And
but Purdue is number 1, so
it's true. And that is our Duke hate segment. We've met our quota. We've met our Duke hate quota.
We met our Duke hate. Come on, baby.
Put it on the board.
Put it on the board.
I still need NC hate, though.
Hold on. We got to get a whiteboard. Days since Duke hatred.
0.
Yeah, no, we can do that.
You could do that for
and
your
it should always just say 0.
I need North Carolina hate on my side.
We could do that.
I cannot stand North Carolina.
We should do a hater scoreboard.
Every time those 2 teams play, everyone's talking about it's I hope for an asteroid. So
I like that.
So I hate them both.
I like that. That's the big board. We're doing NFL draft over here. Okay, well they did this week, so they're moving up in the power rankings.
Yeah.
Right now we need a basketball team to hate on, so we got to circle them. It's a need right now.
But Michigan State and Penn State did all these really bad things. But 15 years ago.
The best part is Duke will always be the best available. Duke is always the best available player. You know what I mean? In terms of the hate draft, it's the Dodgers, it's Duke, it's the Yankees.
I don't know.
Patriots are up there.
It would be a lot harder to change Duke for sure. But if the Yankees can find a way to not be the most hated, I'm sure somebody. If UConn had won this year, I think UConn could have potentially slowly built themselves up to take that number 1 spot as most hated. Because
we need hater rankings. We do need hater rankings.
We do need hater rankings.
Get on that.
Let's go.
Get the big board up.
Dodgers are number 1. It's not even close.
Can we just get an ESPN ticker at the bottom of the screen that's hate rankings number 1, and every week we update it?
If I could figure that out, we could give it a shot.
Sorry.
Well, I mean that's really it. I mean, obviously I could go into the tiny little stats about Cooper, but we all knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not like it's overly big news at this point. Last one comes the MVP race though, which we got a few more weeks.
It's over. Shay. It's so frustrating.
So stupid.
I don't know, man. If
yes, you do, man. You do know. It's Shay.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I'm just saying if, and I don't know if it's possible, but if the Spurs and the Thunder face each other next round, I wonder if that series would help kind of split that debate if Windy takes the series.
I thought it was supposed to be a regular season thing.
I get it.
But
everyone has a narrative.
But you have to understand this. The
recency
people
bias,
on the committee are gonna. My thing is, there's gonna be too many guys that are gonna glaze up Shea just because it's Shea, most fraudulent Mickey Mouse MVP probably ever of all time. Going to happen this year. Ridiculous. Should not even won last year personally. But the fact that he's going to get back-to-back is just utterly insane.
Have we looked at foul stats? We should pull up the foul stats.
I think it said in the playoffs, I think I saw he's number one in free throws attempted at 12.9 a game. 12.9. And people want to tell me it's the most talented generation of basketball. Maybe it is purely based off skills. But when you got guys doing that, I'm not going to hear you out.
Defense could just be really talented at fouling. We haven't ruled that out.
That's a good point.
Defense is just going to be really adept at fouling him. I don't know.
They're really good at giving Shea the whistle for
That's
some
what
reason.
I'm saying.
Yeah, the best.
It's not him. It's everybody else around him.
That's fair.
Hey, it's over. It's Shea. Let's not discuss. I know you want Wemby. I want him too, but whatever. It should be Nikola, but
it should be
Jokic. Well, hopefully we'll have more to report about it next week then. I mean, matter of time. Or not, or it just will be us saying, yep. But maybe we'll have our own stats to hate on.
Shea be put on the hater board?
Yes! Shea might actually enter the top 3 in the hater board.
Team rankings, player rankings.
No, Shea's in his own category.
And we won't hear anything.
Shea
you know what? I like the idea of
team.
just keeping them all together.
Just
players, people, teams, who cares, everything.
You can have player hate, but Shea is on a whole new level of hate for athletes. He gets his own under the team hate.
We've got player haters, team haters.
I think Shea is going to enter top 5.
The shaders.
The shaders.
And Chet Holmgren won't have anything to say because if we put that video on mute and we're talking about it, we all know the man can't read.
That's funny. That's funny. Deep cut. I didn't.
He would get mad if they knew how to read.
Not deep cut.
Oh man.
But that's it for episode 34. That's
some more shaderade.
All the news we had here. Be sure next week, maybe the next few weeks, we'll have some other crazy stuff.
Go Sabres.
Yeah.
But like it, subscribe it, check out TikTok.
Be kind to one another.
Go Sabres.
Tell your neighbors you love them. Tell your family you hate them.
Go Sabres.
And go Sabres.
Go Sabres.